today we are looking at creating a nicho frame, which is a take on a traditional nicho box. And the way that we're going to start is with a toilet paper roll. So step one, think about the sort of opening that you want, because it's kind of like a window, and just sketch it. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be bigger than that anyway. So I aim a little smaller, and you can always go larger, but if you go too big, it's really hard to go back. So start with your small sketch. The next thing you're going to do, step two, you're going to sort of, you don't want to do a hard fold, but you just kind of want to slightly fold it so that you can cut your window out. So I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to make it a little bit more pointed because I would like a little bit of a Gothic arch. I'm going to cut outside that line that I drew. And then I'm going to come in and cut that bottom part. So I can open it back up. And look, I got a little window. Looks kind of like a castle kind of thing going on. Now, if you would like as well, you can change the shape of the top of the nicho frame. So the first thing you're going to want to do though, and this is now step three, formal step three, fold it so that the window is in the front. So take your toilet paper roll, fold it flat. I use my thumbnail to make a good crease. I just use the side of my thumbnail. Ta-da! If you want, this is not required, but if you would like, you can change the shape of the top of your nicho box. So it doesn't have to be that straight line across the top. You can have it in a different shape, and that's okay. Step four, you are going to take your nicho box and you're going to use a Sharpie to start drawing designs. You want to do a line design and have it on the front of your nicho and on the back. Think of it like a coloring book. A Sharpie can be used to make those lines, and it's just like a coloring book that you'll color in later. My classes have colored pencils that have been supplied to them, so they can use those. If they have markers at home, they can use those and decorate however they would like. Some of my students can paint with acrylic paint and have that at home, and that's fine as well. But with everything being virtual right now, my students have been sent home with colored pencils. So that's what I'm asking for. They have Sharpies, they have colored pencils. So to create the black line work first, and then go back in and color it. Step five, you're going to work on the image that is going to go into the nicho. We've had a discussion in class about what sort of thing to use for the subject of your nicho, and it could be a person who's meant something to you, could be a pet, it could be a Latin American artist or a folklore hero. There's any number of things that you can choose to have as subject matter for your frame. So the way that you want to start this off, the next step would be to take your white sheet of paper, and it's bigger than this, like a regular piece of copy paper. Place your nicho frame down on top of it, outline it with a pen or a pencil, then cut that paper out. Now it's going to be as big as the frame, so you will need to cut it down smaller so it can slide in later and you know how big to make your artwork. But you can worry about that once you go to start trying to fit it in and seeing how it works. So you want to have your subject in the middle. You can decorate the back if you would like. You can use flowers, you know, patterns. You can write the name of your loved one, or you can do a quote. There are any number of things that you want. Really, the sky is the limit. If you can think it, you can do it. And once you have this done and you practice to see if it'll fit inside your frame, then you can, well, let's test that one out. Okay. You'll take a glue stick and do a few swipes of glue on the back of it. Turn it over and slide it into your frame. So that way, when you look through, it's still three-dimensional. You can see right there, it's three-dimensional. You've got a nice little shadow because of that, and your image is totally visible. So that wraps it up. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm going to add the link to the video that we watched for the background information for this, because I know that there is definitely a difference between appropriation and appreciation, and we made sure to cover that and that our students are informed. We have quite a few students who actually celebrate the Day of the Dead, and so we were able to have some really, really great conversations about that. If you would like more videos about the history and different celebrations for it, let me know. I'm happy to add those as well. There are so many great resources out there. But this is just a really simple, cute, easy way to make a Nicho frame.